I don't know what just happened. But I was about to turn it off anyway. That's crazy. My TV just went off by itself. I didn't even have a remote control. Why is it doing that?
This lady has the checks and she's writing the checks and passing out and having people to cash them for.
Oh,
That would be bad too. It's like too much stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well,
I don't know what's going on? Something with that. Somebody don't want me watching something, and I don't want to watch it either. Okay? Because I can't. My brain get busting open. Whether I want to think about it or not, my brain get the busting open. So we had a new phase. I just heard earlier the fifth wave or the something. We're at a new phase here. When it's dealing with something. Somebody don't want to confess to something. Something is not reckless love or sex. Maybe something about a love child or something. You know, I was at the gas station today and I walked in and my back was hurting, but I was taking my cane in to go get my food, but I didn't take my cane into, into the, oh, into the gas station. But it was this really tall guy. He looked like he could have been African or something. That's why I said it's something about a scout, okay? Declutter. Somebody could be decluttering an area here. And I walked in, and when I was walking in, he was turning around looking at me all funny. He had a suit. He had like a nice pants, you know, slacks with a belt and a button-up shirt and a nice gold sunglasses and nice haircut. Like, it was like a snake oil sale. Like, this person, you know, this person ain't from around here. And ever since when I pulled up, you see, that's why I said we had to worry about these different type of humans that they building, because some of them could be for your benefit and some of them maybe not. But I was getting tracker energy, right? So, I get out the car and he was turning back, looking at me. I walk in. He went back in the back of the store. By the time I was coming to the store, he was already coming towards the front, and he was looking at me again. And I went around thinking he was making sure I know he was looking at me. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And so he get up to the register. He pay for his stuff, and then he just scoot out the way. You know, usually people say, all right, nice, thank you, whatever, blah, blah. You know, here's your receipt or whatever. But no, he just stood to the side, and I'm like, I don't know, you ever been to the store? It's not a big thing, but somebody like me, I'm a seer. So, you know what I'm saying? We got expansion in reverse. Okay. So I'm just hearing too many things at one time. With China and the deals with Africa, the goodbyes, all this good stuff, okay? The working somebody for a long time and getting information from, or digging for information, or energy harvesting, or whatever, intellectual property digging or whatever, and then moving on. This could be Arabic energy and China after the 75 years or whatever, okay? So I'm sitting here and he just moved over to the side. And I'm like, why is he doing that? Because, you know, you really don't want to walk up to the register unless the person walk away. But he just scoot over to the side. And then I'm like, okay, I guess he just going to stand right there. And he act like he just had his head tilted. Like he was waiting for me to walk up here so he can like scan me or something. It was the weirdest shit, y'all. Okay. But he looked like he was reading something. There wasn't nothing there to read. It was just, you know, at Speedway, they have those little drawers with it be kind of open and people stick money in there for that little children balloon, hot air balloon donation thing or whatever. There was nothing down there on the register that he would have been reading. I didn't know what he was doing. So I just went and put my stuff up there. I'm like, he taking too long. I put my stuff up there. I'm paying for it or whatever. And then he kind of said, and then he walked away. And I'm I'm telling you, the way he had his head tilted, it's like he was getting a download or something. Right? Or like, I don't know. And I'm just thinking, why is he, because I be thinking about people with sniffing or smells or something. Now, I know I just took a shower today and I know I smell good, okay? And so, I don't have perfume or nothing on or whatever, but when I got back, I got that song Red Light Party. So somebody could be coming around sniffing out your area, you know what I'm saying? And then saying, oh, this person smells like this scent or something like this. Trying to get somebody not to come towards you. Like, but this person want to block you so they could come towards you they self or something. I mean, one don't have to do with the other. This is just what I'm picking up off of the energy that I'm reading, and when I was reading the energy right then. Because I'm always reading energy. That's why it's overstimulating me for me to be just, I would think if I'm in an area where I'm thriving and I'm actually dealing with other people that we're doing the same thing, it's a blessing. But sometimes when you are always the one that work on your own, you don't have nobody to automatically bounce things off of. It can be frustrating. It's certain times when my energy get heightened. A lot of times it's really not, but right now it's getting heightened. So this tells me that, and it feels like it's more natural, right? Some of us have to take the hard road. We have to be the manual ones or the ones that's left natural as can be, I guess, right? So anyways, so he kind of walks off or whatever like this, and then by the time, I mean, I was about to be done 1 second later after he walked off. So it's almost like he walked out like 1 second before me. And even when I got outside, he stood outside the car door and turned around and looked at me again and started throwing some peanuts in his mouth. He was like doing, how like an adolescent or somebody immature, like they trying to intimidate you or something like this, or they're trying to be seen. But he like was standing there and he was like throwing some peanuts back into his mouth, like throwing them up almost in the air and catching them with his mouth. And he's getting into the car. Now this dude looked like he got to be between 30, 40, 48, 36 to 48. I don't know, some old, like about my age-ish a little bit. Okay, so there might be something coming in, right? Also the natural thing, because yeah, something to do with Mexico too. Heavy energy coming in my feed today. But yeah, just picking up on that energy here. I was seeing, it's just like the natural current flow of things, okay? So something could be moving something out of the way with the wind or someone, because they could smell something is coming, okay, tonight or today or within the next 24 to 72 hours or something, okay? And so I get in the car or whatever, and then I, put my stuff or whatever, and then he pulled off like right in front of me, and I pulled off, all right? So, I don't know. This could be a scout. It was giving me scout energy, okay? Maybe we should use the Native American deck, if I can even find it. Can I find it? Because it's like, I don't know, there is some heavy Native American energy on the radar too, with people always like to blame America for slavery, but y'all know, even on my channel before doing history, I never really like to go that route, because I can detect something else. It's always been something alien. It's always been something foreign. It's always been like one group passing something down to another. Like after they siphon it, it's almost like once God give us new intel, there's a certain group that know how to siphon it right then. I don't know where my Native American deck went. Nene, did you take my cards? Nene, did you take some of my cards yesterday? I don't see them. So I guess we can't use them. That's crazy. I don't think it was with the rest of these cars that got thrown around. I don't see them right here. I don't know what the heck happened. Yeah, somebody took those cards or moved it because maybe it's just, hold on. I'm not about to let it go real quick because maybe somebody knew the shift was going to come. I would pick up on it, blah, blah, blah. Mm. I've noticed that this happens several times. We're not going to find them. That's strange. Yeah. So that's why I got that song Spaz today. Because I must have be about to realize that some of my stuff been taken by these vandals. And guess what? It sure is funny because I'm going to check one more place. I was just outside. Nope, it's not there. I was just outside and we had gotten rid of some, he said it was some African something, paper something, wasp or something. They were all in the house, right? And he was using some kind of contraption to suck them out of the siding or whatever. And then I think it started, some other kind of bees or something got in there. But I was just sitting outside and I seen a different kind of, like, it must have been one of those African wasps on the deck. And I seen him go under my chair and everything like this, but I still sat down on my chair. And then a second later, he jumped up on my knee. And then like, what the? And I jumped up real quick or whatever. Like, for my back hurting, I jumped up really quick, okay? And then I knocked him off. I touched him, and I kind of just knocked him off. And I'm like, damn. Like, within those matter of seconds, I'm like, I have to be stung. I have to be stung, right? Because he was just on my knee for a couple seconds, and then I touched him with my hand. I would have to be stung, but he didn't do nothing. He just fell on the ground. And, you know, I mean, this could even represent, because we seen an apology out here earlier, blaming America for everything, but now they're saying it was something else. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, y'all. Confirmation, okay? Because there is some pockets of society here amongst this country where some weird shit is going on, okay? This is where other groups have been warned or suggested to turn the, you know, frequency off to a certain deity or god or something like this, leave that person out, you know, such and such, and not knowing, you thinking, oh yeah, this person is a bitch, let's leave this person out, and not knowing that that's the person that you need to be on your side at a certain time. But it's like somebody is done, okay? And then when I seen him and I dropped him on the ground and he was wounded or whatever. And so then I went ahead and took my cane and I just kind of squashed him, okay? And I scooted him out the way, and then I sat back down, and then there's two bumblebees that just were both on one on each side of me, and they were just flying around, not angrily or nothing. They were just floating around or whatever. And I'm like, let me get the hell in the house. I'm gonna go sit in the sunroom. So I don't know, y'all. There's something weird going. It might be a change of power or something here. Okay, we got a ring. Okay, so I don't know. Somebody could be going towards some other kind of agreement or something. I'm not sure. But somebody may realize something or something like this. I don't know. Okay. Some of us are being, because like I said, I can't help hearing stuff. And then, you know, it's just too much. Okay. A little bit. If you listen, we're not going to use any time in particular. But if you listen to what people say about concentration camps and stuff like this, and you think about some of us that may be doing YouTube channels or stuff like this, you know, you got, like, I probably got 100,000 videos on, just on that alone, out of the past 6 years or something. You trying to tell me that my channel, I could hear my channel in other people's readings. You're trying to tell me my channel still at 5,000. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen tarot readers come on after me and just zoom. You know what I'm saying? That's weird to me. And we talk about a lot of shit over here. Good shit. All around world class shit sometimes. So it made me think about that. Like, you just think you a person doing your hobby or doing a podcast or something like this, and all the time you're being like restricted for a certain reason. Now it could be good or bad. Okay, we could say that. Um, but just the algorithm, whatever this is alone, I get on here and record for the past 3 years, probably at least once a day. I barely miss a day, right? Um, so that could be some kind of something like this, like just because of who you are, where you at, whatever this is, who you are, right? Individually, even sometimes some of us are in or are not categorized amongst the rest because we're not so easy to fold or manipulate or buy out or whatever or bend. So you're concentrating on your work, you're doing this, you're not getting paid nothing, you're not getting, you know, any kind of growth or anything where you could start a little business off of your channel or nothing like this. It ain't even worth it because you don't really have that much of a clientele or that many subscribers yet. You know, I'm pretty sure YouTubers, they grow into their channels. Oh, people are starting to do this. Oh, they ask me questions about this. Okay, well, I should make this sector, or I could do. Some of you not getting that same type of love. Okay, so I look at this as a concentration camp. Somebody is slavery. It's forced labor in a trick. Get you interested in something. You can only really think about that. And then you pump out all this information. And then they take that information and then they do whatever and make sure that you don't have no growth during that time. Now, I'm pretty sure people by race or creed or something are getting a lot of growth because they're like moving out one group of people now and moving in the new. Okay. So I noticed the indigenous thing, to me, it seemed like it's dying out. But some of those people was already Mexicans and stuff like this, just disguising themselves as this to get a hold of other people's family trees so they can put themselves on it in the rest of y'all. You know, and now we got a whole bunch of black Mexicans and other people or whatever claiming to be Americans, and God is saying that they are not mine. Okay. And so I'm just saying it just plain and simple like that. Um So there's this new flux or something about this information coming up about, the so-called blacks in Mexico. But that's what it's almost like that's what they were leading off on anyways. And now Americans are behind in this type of information. Maybe some of us, maybe it's just me. I don't know. And these people have a foothold here. It's basically, it's just been bought out, or we're close to the collapse or something like this is what somebody could be warning us. Now, this information, a lot of stuff that's coming to my feed today is from months ago. Somebody want to say, oh, remember the name or whatever. I would hate me too or something like this. Like they're disguising themselves. First of all, you don't get no respect when you got to disguise yourself to go and do whatever you're doing, especially change your sex. Okay. Second of all, I was hearing like when somebody was talking about the movement of these people, it was making me think about biblical too. All right. Um, but it's also making me think about like the pipeline to, you know, prison, the pipeline to a new type of slavery. You wasn't just working for the massa, picking them crops, or working for yourself, or somebody was being your handler, putting ideas in your mind and making you expand because they know that you would be doing good at expanding on that particular subject, you know, and working you pretty much, for a lot of information for nothing, right? So then somebody coming in, a snake oil salesman, oh, I got an opportunity. I just wonder how many people got led away or straight from how many silly women or men got led astray from their house. And how many of us silly stayed where we maybe shouldn't have stayed. You get what I'm saying? It's like a disperse. Somebody has dispersed a lot of our blood, or people that were supposed to be working with you or your body. They've dispersed it across the land or lands, okay? Like the people that got the tribe that God gave you. They gave the popularity and all the clout to the people that came in shiny, dressed fancy, excuse me, talking about the same thing you was talking about, but they might have made it look more fun. And I was just thinking, I was really talking to adults. It's more like a lecture thing. I'm really not here to entertain you. I'm not no circus monkey. I'm just passing on some information. Okay. So you think about it too with even people too, different people do YouTube. Some of us just pull the cards out. We got a nice table or something. We just spread the cards, whatever. And some people got like a whole theme going on, whole costumes. They dress a certain way, their whole personality. It's different levels to it. But it's almost like these people were saying, we need to get off of here. We need to get off this plantation. Then these Native Americans or Indians, they were saying like in Florida, how they took these people in. and then, you know, made a safe haven for them, but it was really another form of slavery. So like, you know, until people really get into something here, I don't know, maybe even with self, you know, nobody's never going to be free. It's all, once you get out of one matrix, it's just going to be a new one. This shit has been already processed and already meditated on and everything for the past, I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second, y'all. So hold on, I gotta go.